What if I told you the gig economy isn't flexible work? It's a pressure valve hiding a silent unemployment crisis, and that valve is about to explode. Because the truth is this: the gig economy isn't full. It's overflowing, and no one is prepared for what happens next. Stick with me, because the twist in the middle will change how you see every Uber ride, every DoorDash order, every side hustle ever created. You've heard the headlines: record low unemployment, strong job market, more opportunities than ever. But here's the first surprise: millions of people aren't being counted as unemployed, because they're being swallowed by gig apps instead. Lose your job. It's faster to sign up as a driver than to file unemployment paperwork. And you can see the shift in the numbers if you know where to look. Over the last few years, millions fewer people are listed as unemployed. And over the same period, millions more joined gig apps. Coincidence? Not even close. You're not watching the rise of flexible work. You're watching unemployment being disguised as entrepreneurship. But here's where it gets interesting. The gig economy works like a triangle. Customers gives platforms, gives workers. In the beginning, gig companies did something genius but unsustainable. They paid drivers more than customers were even paying. They gave restaurants bigger cuts than they could afford, and they subsidized deliveries with investor money. Why? Because they needed bodies, lots of them. But now that money is gone and the game has changed, the new goal isn't growth, it's extraction. Platforms squeeze customers with higher fees. They squeeze workers with lower pay. And they squeeze restaurants with bigger cuts. And the imbalance is brutal. Demand grew slowly, but gig workers grew explosively, nearly doubling in some markets. That means even if nothing changed, there's less money per worker. But things did change. Platforms found out drivers are the easiest group to replace. Too many drivers. Cut their pay. Flood the market. The algorithm doesn't feel guilt. The gig economy isn't failing because there's no work. It's failing because there are too many workers chasing the same shrinking pie. Everyone thinks the gig economy is collapsing because workers are struggling. No, it's lapsing because the entire system depends on two groups that no longer exist in balance. A small number of wealthy customers willing to overpay, and a massive number of desperate workers willing to undercharge. And that gap is widening at record speed. The top 10% of households now spend half of all money, while the bottom 60% spend just 20%. This is exactly what gig companies want. When money pools at the top, rich customers don't care about $15 delivery fees. And desperate workers accept any job the app throws at them. But here's where the trap snaps shut. When the economy slows, when layoffs continue, when more people are forced into gig work, gig workers flood the apps even faster, but those same people have less money to spend on the apps. This isn't a decline, it's a death loop. The gig economy is simultaneously the unemployment solution and the unemployment amplifier. But wait, it gets darker. While millions fight over fewer gigs, gig companies are doing something quietly, ruthlessly strategic, replacing the very workers they oversupplied. Robo-taxis testing in major cities, robot delivery vehicles roaming neighborhoods, AI drowning Etsy, Fiverr, and creator platforms. For gig workers, both outcomes are catastrophic. If AI fails, people stop spending on luxury convenience, goodbye delivery orders. If AI succeeds, gig work disappears entirely. Either way, the most vulnerable workers take the hit. Think it can't get worse? Look at China. Gig work exploded so fast that up to 40% of urban workers now rely on gig platforms. Competition got so extreme that riders waited 10 hours for the income they used to earn in 3 hours. Fights between rival workers, collapsing pay, cities flooded with delivery bikes because no one can find real jobs. And guess what? The same early signs are already appearing in the West. The gig economy isn't full, it's overloaded, underpaid, and one shock away from failure. The gig economy didn't break the job market. the job market broke first, and the gig economy hid the damage until it was too late. Millions of people aren't part-time entrepreneurs. They're uncounted, unemployed, propping up a system designed to replace them. And the platforms know it. Their endgame is simple: remove workers entirely, automate everything, profit from the collapse they helped create. The gig economy isn't the crisis, it's the symptom. The real danger is what happens after the gig economy collapses, because the next wave won't just replace drivers. It will rewrite the entire labor market. And in my next video, I break down why the next recession will hit the middle class harder than any group in history, and why nobody is talking about it. Click that video and let's finish what we started.